That was a tough game. Still really proud of my guys, this team and the way they battle, and they didn't quit tonight. Um, Tulsa's one of the better teams in our league, and we're consistently competing really well with the best teams in this league. Won't be long before there's a day around here where we'll get over the hump and win those games. We just made a few too many mistakes tonight and sputtered too much on offense, but still really proud of our guys and the way they gave effort.
What adjustments did you make on that the first drive in the fourth quarter where they seemed to move the ball a little bit better?
We didn't really make many adjustments. We just executed better. We loved our offensive game plan coming into this game. We just didn't execute it real well. That's on us coaches to make sure that we execute better. Then in the first half, our defense was playing great in the first half, and offensively we kept sputtering and putting the defense right back out there. We're not a deep enough team to have to go out there that often, that many times on defense. Had some big plays in the first half offensively and had penalties on them. Missed some throws that would have extended drives. Those are little things you can't do against a good team in this league. You can't fumble a punt. You can't get penalties on big plays. You can't miss easy throws. Not if you're going to beat the better teams in this league. So it wasn't really adjustments we made. I just think we actually executed the plays a little better.
Can you talk a little bit about DJ's pick six and how important it was to come out and set that tone on defense?
Defense has been doing that for the last month, and it was great to see that at the beginning of the game. That certainly started the game off the right way. And after that, I think, offensively we're young, but we got to keep getting better because we had plenty of chances to go out there and make it a two-score game in the first quarter if we just put a drive together. And not only did we not score, we couldn't stay on the field long enough to let our defense rest. And against a team like that, sooner or later, they're going to hit something on you offensively. So we'll go back to the drawing board. Our kids aren't going to hang their head. They're playing hard for each other, and we'll look forward to this last game.
Tonight was obviously an unfortunate end for senior night, but what can you say about that class?
I think the best testament of this class is how they've reacted to all the adversity they've been through. And tonight's a perfect example. Dimitri Grimm was in our offensive huddle cheering us on and encouraging us to keep going and keep fighting. Justin Holman was talking to the team after the game, telling everybody to stick together and look forward to the next game. Let's go back to work. This group of seniors has been great. I'll always be glad that I get to coach these guys, and these are the guys that have really spearheaded what we've done this year.
Mackenzie Milton obviously didn't have a lot of time on one play, but what do you think of his overall performance and throwing the ball 52 times?
Well, we didn't want to throw the ball 51, 52 times coming into this game. Wanted to be able to run it. That's tough to do when you get behind like we were in the second half. We didn't sustain drives long enough in the first half to be able to run the ball. We popped a couple runs, but we need to be able to get 4 or 5 yards when we hand the ball off on some of our basic run plays. Not all the time, but enough that we can move chains in the run game. We can't miss easy throws. We can't make stupid mistakes. We're not a good enough team to overcome all that right now. Our margin of error is very small. We're playing the better teams in this league. I think we're perfectly capable of playing with and beating every team in this league, but not when we make mistakes like that.
Coach, I know the last couple of weeks you've been kind of happy with the way the offense was kind of executed here and there. Was tonight a little bit disappointing for you in terms of execution?
Yeah, I'm frustrated as a member of the offensive group. We had a great week of practice. We executed in practice. All those things went well all week. I thought we were primed to have a really good game offensively. Didn't happen. We'll keep working and keep planning and try to put our guys in the best situations possible. Listen, we got an 18-year-old quarterback and a couple 18-year-old running backs, and I'm grateful that we have those guys, and I believe in them so much. I know they're going to keep improving and keep getting better, and they've already given us so much that I know the future's bright, but said, in this league, we got to be able to give our defense more than that offensively.
Was there any thought to throwing Justin Holman out there after seeing Melton struggle?
Yeah, there was discussion if we should go with Justin, but I'm not going to quit on our guys. I think Mackenzie's earned the right to be out there. I believe in him, and I'll never abandon our guys. And I think Justin deserves to play too, but Mackenzie's our guy, and we're going to stick with him.
Is that kind of a confidence thing with McKenzie? You kind of want to take him out of some confidence away from him by sitting him?
No, I'm not necessarily thinking about his confidence. I was just thinking about taking an 0-12 football team last year and making them 6-4 with a freshman quarterback. I think he's earned the right to be out there.
Coach, this is obviously the last home game of the year. Can you talk about some of the memories you've created in the stadium as a first-year head coach with the team and the fans?
I've had some really good memories in this stadium already. Had some tough ones. A couple of these losses at home have been as tough a losses as I've been a part of. But I love this place. I know we can make this place special. With the guys we got, the guys we're recruiting, and the resources we have here. What I thought about this place hasn't changed at all, and in fact, I'm even more optimistic about where we're going. We're just not going to win every game every time. It would have been really hard to win every game the first year we're here, but we got some really great kids in this program, some high character people in this program, and we'll keep getting more and more talented, and I think the future is bright.
Couple more.
How much did that muff putt really change the game at that point?
Well, you don't want to put anything on one play. We didn't play well enough offensively to take the game over. We played well on defense on times. We gave up too many big plays. That was a turning point. Our defense was excited, just got off the field with a sack, and then we gave them the ball right back on the 30, and they scored. Our offense sputtered, and they scored again, and that was the difference in the game. You never know if we get the ball right there and put a drive together. If we go up 7, it might be a different game. But again, mistakes are going to happen. Our margin of error is too small right now. We're not so much more talented than other people that we can make those kind of mistakes and expect to win against good teams out there.
What was the mood like on the sideline amongst the guys when things started to really get out of hand in the third quarter?
Well, I don't think things were ever really out of hand, but I never saw anybody quit, and there was enthusiasm on the sideline. And I think our defense continuing to play and getting stops at the end, our offense scoring once and going down and having a chance to score again and making a one-score game, I think that speaks to their resiliency. And I was proud of the way they fought and tried to get back in the game. Like I said, there'll be a day around here where we'll be in better situations.
With about 5 minutes left in the third quarter, it looks like you kind of pulled the offense aside and were kind of speaking with them before they went back out onto the field. Can you just tell me what kind of message you were conveying to those guys before you sent them out there?
Just that we need to go get it done. I talk to the offense every time when they're about to go out on the field. I trust my coaches to do their job, and while I'm trying to manage a game and think about play calls for the next series, I trust Eric Shenander and Mike Dawson and Ryan Held and those guys to be encouragers. Our guys have been playing with a lot of passion, especially down the stretch here in this season. If they need a head coach that's a raw guy all the time, I don't think that means there's enough fire in their own hearts. I don't think we have that problem on this team. So I see it as my job as a head coach to keep putting